Hi guys, I want to share my build. It was requested by a lot of people, and this week is the final week for me. I'm gonna change it soon, so just watch and enjoy. The items I run for the chest piece, it doesn't matter, nothing so useful. Maybe something with more damage, power. Utility slots is darks, usually for now. Tacticals, okay, not a big difference. Critical avoidance and modification on this side. Chest piece, this one is best in slot for now. Boost your defense with 5% when you're in party, unless you cap a defense. Elven or Eclipse, I like Elven for a dungeon fight. It stuns you, and the mob stuns you a lot, and crowd control you, so this one is really nice. The Eclipse is good for trials, and you can survive more, but both are okay. Mostly demonics I run on defensive side. This one, shielded defender remembrance, for me they're best in slot of the game. Critical avoidance, dark, manhand, offhand. I like running and helping the group. I use from the crafters, debuff on, bronzewood, dread or frost. All three are good. Definitely you need one of them. I prefer to use dread or frost because they stay all the time on the target, so it's 4%, but the overall is I think 5 and 5 from bronzewood and dread and frost, so doesn't matter. Modification, this is my main at will, so I like to run this one, and it's more damage and threat. Offensive, Tenebrous 1 or 2, doesn't matter. Demonic, the best boots for now. They proc a lot, even from healing, critical healing, so you can have the ghosted boost all the time. This pants and shirts, those pants they don't really matter. If you have from tier 3, they look better and gives you action points. This I run only for the item level. Radiant offensive, assassin defensive. I like this set because it boosts my movement speed. The accuracy doesn't matter, but the movement speed is okay, and you can precast it like this one, and it's 3 stacks, so you can keep it all the time. It's broken, but probably they're gonna fix it. And it's 2 pieces, no need, so I can run 3 dragons or 3 books, journals, depends on the choice you want. I want my encounters to recharge fast, so doesn't matter which 3 you pick. I picked the 3 with awareness for now. Main artifact, depends on the group, doesn't matter. This one, the Forge Hammer, is good for Tom. Usually you can survive like 10 stacks from the annihilation bow if you solo tanking, and probably it's broken. Champion's banner, not bad. Blast scepter, definitely you need at least 2 or 3 to be beneficial in the group, but I like the knives because it's buff and debuff. Rings, these two from the Avernus, they work well because I like to move a lot with this threatening rush, so I'm not standing still. I could use the new artifact from the diamond shards, but nah. Again, assassins and demonics. Powers, I don't change anything to be honest, only the daily. When I run dungeons, I prefer to stun them, the mobs, and for trials, I changed to this one. This is my main selfish daily, and it's really OP because when you hit, you get the healing back. It was like lifesteal back in the days, and if you hit with something big, with anvil or I don't know, daily, you got the hit points back as well. Even if you hit with the knives, and you got the healing back from the poison damage for 10 seconds. So, and the critical procs the boots and looks really nice. Shield throw, my main Hot Wheel on my main encounter. This one is my favorite. I never stop running it, even in PvP. It's really OP. You save a player, the nearest, and the threat is transferred to you as well, so you can guard the healer if they get in high pulse. You can survive just this Knight's Valor of the daily, and you can dig in and 0 damage to the healer. Even have guarding a tank in Tom. So this one I prefer to use it in first threat instead of anvil, because it's debuffs, and basically I debuff the awareness of the target, and the DPS gets like 10% combat advantage all the time. The cooldown is 11 seconds for me, and it's 10 seconds duration, so basically it's all the time. I never lose the aggro, so I prefer to use it on cooldown, just for when I'm soloing Toms, or I can even solo Zario. You just need this one to get it, and it's really easy. But for the second phase in Zario, I switch to Anvil, because sometimes you get the aggro from the demon, but just for second phase, if you are with 2 tanks. And you have to use glass feature, Anvil of challenge, and it's not worth it. Usually I never change this one because I like to move fast, nothing so useful to be honest. This thing gives you only 2.5% stamina regeneration. This one is not bad, but your stamina is, when you're standing still most of the time, is really low, so no damage. Same like this, no movement, no critical. This one for me is the best one, because you use a lot of encounters and they have short time, except this one, and even procs from daily. So if you don't have the stamina, you can do daily shield throw, enforced Night Valor, and your stamina is back to full with this thing. It was working before the combat changed with digging and the retaliate, but they fixed it, so it's still good. Shoot throw, I don't like this one because 6 seconds and it's not much of a threat. I don't use a build for AoE because for AoE you have this rank, so no point. Maybe you can change the brazen slash to cleave. Bow charge I don't use, not even this one. Rising tide of iron, it's for this. The best one for me, combat balance, and that's why you need to make your rating side equal and gives you 10% more damage resistance when you're not blocking. For beginners, just Bladed Rampart instead of second wind, but I don't like to use it. Maybe for AoE, still the damage is after the combat rework is not that high. The only good thing is the awareness, because you cap your defense, but nah. I was running this one before the combat changes sometimes, and Zario mostly. It's not bad, but the only downside is the cooldown 3 minutes, and basically you can take a break for 10 seconds, and if you pop the daily and hold the R1, you're immune from that, from most of the attacks, except AoE on the ground, red AoE like explosions and circles, but nah, prefer to use bladed and second wind. Shake it off, I was running it, but it's something broken. The tooltip says 300, but it feels more like 30 magnitude, and it's not worth it. But this one is okay. If you don't like to move a lot, you can dig in a lot, so gives you a little bit of boost. Bones, everything defensive, pick, defense, critical avoidance, awareness, deflection, deflect severity, hit points on everything, movement speed definitely. I will remove this one, but I'm still running Avernus. I'll change to this one for the undead, because next mode is mostly undead again. The best one is Lingering Medicine for me, because I like to run group healing potion for the group. And even if you run this one and someone in the group has a group healing potion up, it's procs your Lingering Medicine. It's probably is not supposed to be, and they're gonna fix it. Let's hope not, because the healing from it is 50k per second. Cryptic. This one is like 5k hit points, but I run it for the potion, and this as well, not much. Tire 5, 40, it's okay. Recharge speed, it's okay. Maybe action points if you want. Nothing so useful for us. Focus retardation is not bad. Deflect severity, but it's a chance. Maybe bloodless, because it's reduce the defense of the target, but usually the DPS is running. I like this one when some healer is using it, because it boosts your stamina, hit points, and defense with 6%, and it's a little OP. The stamina is flowing, you can even block and you can get the stamina regeneration from this boom when some healer hits you, and makes your stats cap if you're short on defense. Usually I'm short with from depends of the buffs, like at the moment if I got the proc from the boom, I'm capped. If I got the proc from the boots, I'm overcapped even with 3%. And I'm not in the party, so I'm overcapping the defense if everything procs. The awareness is 65 usually on me when I buff up. Critical avoidance the same. Deflect the same. I'm not with buffs, I think. Bones, group healing potion, awareness, depends on whatever you miss. If you're not missing anything, just go hit points. This one doesn't matter. Critical is okay. Critical severity. Companion items. Again, whatever you miss to reach equals. So just pick. Usually the hardest thing is at the moment awareness, but I need to get only one leaf from Vault of Stars so I can make a new build with high hit points. I'm running armor break all the time unless someone else wants to run it. Usually this one is okay, it heals you. This one gives you critical avoidance, not bad, but it depends what you want. Companions, all of them with awareness plus something you like. The best two are Bard and the Owl with hit points and awareness. In offensive side you can pick Sellsword, it's the cheapest one. You can get, I don't know, Dragonborn something. It gives you awareness plus combat advantage. You can get, I think, this one, combat, Devourer, presence, combat advantage, awareness. There's plenty of them. There is a Pharaoh Velociraptor. It gives you 3.8. It feels good, but I don't know. I don't think anybody's gonna run it because it's like the other Raptor, and no one's gonna run Raptors anymore. So it's a waste of the AD if you put it. But still, I was running 5 with awareness. I was using this one, Deceptive Insight, but I realized it drops my ratings. Let's see, it was 51, 51, 51. It's not giving me the combined rating, but I saw the PC patch and they're gonna fix it. So that's why in the meantime I'm running something else. I waste the tokens, but doesn't matter. Mounts. I'm running 2 gladiators because usually I have hungry DPS tricksters in my guilds and they like to compete, so I need to chase them or be on top of them. I like to move fast. This one doesn't matter, whatever you pick. Usually I might change Survivor Blessing for maybe Shepherd Devotion, because it boosts the speed on daily and buffs with 1.5% if you're not capped to defense. Or maybe something with a healing from potion. Colors, movement speed, stamina gain, gory, doesn't matter, recharge speed, and encounters. Equip power, again, whatever you miss, depends on the group. I use Vortex for AoE or Rex, I have them all three, doesn't matter, they stack again, people don't know. Usually they stack too, but if it's not on Mythic, the third stack. Bullet, Cauldron, and Iron Swarm for single target. The class, melee dwarf, male dwarf, but it gives you defense, but soon might change back to Dragonborn metallic, because I'll have overcap with the defense and I'll need the hit points probably. Strength, Constitution, you can choose whatever, maybe strength and charisma for a 2-3% defense and critical avoidance accuracy. That's pretty much. This side doesn't matter, to be honest. I like stamina regeneration. Forte is a super small benefit, like 0.2% and 0.1 from the other two. Again, this side is whatever you miss from the rating side. If you don't miss, again, well, hit points. Usually at the moment I'm 3 assassins and everything, the rest is demonic. That's all. Rotation, control. Very simple. Iron. You need to block after the threatening rush because it makes it faster. If you don't use at all. So after every hit, try to block. It buffs even the action points gain. I don't know why, but I can get my daily less than 30 seconds. I mean, I'm not running anything with action point gain. My buffs, usually I run guild food, chocolate, I don't have now, saving the seals. And the final one is random, so chain of chains of scales, I mean, sorry, not bad. Healing potions, +1s, you can craft them and see the heals. With the groups receives like 200, and if the healer and me we are losing, basically good one. Hellstones I don't use much, maybe when I'm DPSing. That's all, kinda. I'm not in a group, so a bit less. Thanks for watching.